Hey everyone, welcome to another video from VisionFront. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I created this multi-job quote estimator that I built for a plumbing company. So this is an actual tool that I built for a plumbing company client, and today I'm going to show you how I built this with nothing but Google Canvas and some simple prompting techniques. So let me just give you an overview of this particular tool before I dive into how I created this. So all you have to do is just enter your client's name and address if you want, and choose the type of repair from the list of drop downs. So these are all the repair and these are all the list of repairs that my client does. So I've designed the tool in such a way, and so choose the type of repair that you are gonna do here, and select the number of hours, and select the material costs, and select the standard labor charges. If it's for very old plumbing, you can charge another 15% extra, and if it's a very difficult to access situation, then you can charge another 25% extra. So depending upon, that's how my client wanted it, so I have designed it that way. And by default it is set to $95 an hour. And so in this tool I've also given a global settings so that you can change certain fixer items. So for instance, if you standard hourly rate is around $85, you can change price here. And you can, by default, if you add the cost of materials here, it will mark up the overall price by 25%, and before it enters the full estimate. And there is a trip fee for that you can charge if you are charging for site visits and everything. And there is an emergency surcharge of $50. So you can modify this depending upon your personal requirements. So there is a flat tax rate, and there's a permit fee if and when permit fees are necessary, and there is a consultation fee, as in the fee that is included for for when you're visiting the site and estimating the type of work that needs to be done. So those things you can change in the global settings. And after that, you can choose the type of job, you can choose the number of hours, materials, and everything. And most often plumbers do more than one type of job in any particular house or a commercial establishment. So for instance, they do a leak repair first, and they also do some drain cleaning or pipe replacement. All you have to do is just add another job here and fill in the materials cost and fill in the number of hours and everything. And you can add as many jobs as possible, and choose this if at all it is required. If there is a permit required, all you have to do is check the permit required box, and it will add the $150 surcharge here. And click on the consultation fee if you are going to charge a consultation fee from your customers. So it's a simple tool. So once you have filled out all these things and you have prepared the estimate for your customers, all you have to do is just click on this print or save PDF button, and it will create the quote here. It will create the full quote here, and you can save this as a PDF, or you can just send it to a printer and to get a hard copy, and you can send it to your clients. So when you save it as a PDF, you can either send it as a message or you can send it as an email to your customers. So that's how I have designed this particular tool. So this is just a prototype. I've sent the final tool to my customers already, and today I'm going to show you how I created this tool with the help of Google Canvas. So let's jump in. Now here's how I actually built this, and it's not what most people expect. I didn't just type build me a code generator into the canvas and hope for the best. So that's how you get something very generic that doesn't hold up in a real job. So instead I used Claude first, not just to write the code but also to write the spec. So I described the actual problem to Claude. A plumbing business that codes multiple jobs per visit, needs a trip fee, needs emergency and permit logic, and needs tax and deposit calculation and everything. And Claude and I just went back and forth until we had a tight detailed prompt, every field, every calculation. So as you can see, a detailed prompt has been created by Claude, and I just copied the prompt and I went to Google Gemini and clicked on the plus sign and chose Canvas here. So once Canvas is chosen, all I have to do is just drop the copied code and in the chat window. So and I verified it once again, and I clicked enter. So yeah, now Canvas is just gonna do its thing. So you can just see how it's working live in progress. So once you go to the code window, you can see actual code being returned for our tool. So based on the prompt given, Canvas gonna write the code for all the requirements. So yeah, you can just, if you are familiar with the coding process, or you can just go ahead and take a look at it. But since I'm not a coder, I don't know how this works, so I trust the process, and I'm gonna just wait for Canvas to finish up with the actual coding, and let's see how it goes. And this is what is great about some of these AI tools. So as you can see, the process has already started over again, and Canvas has said, I apologize, I have encountered some incomplete element in the React version. So it's a more of a self-correcting mechanism. Whenever it encounters an error, whenever it encounters some issues that it cannot proceed further, it's gonna go back and correct itself. So yeah, now we already have a small prototype version, so, and it has all the features that I described it in the Claude window. So Claude has developed a prompt based on whatever I requested it. So yeah, as you can see, it has the list of jobs, and it has the space for the number of hours, the space for the client details, the number of hours, the overall hourly price, the material cost, and everything. So in the overall pricing section, my client wanted like 3 different pricing. So if it's a very old plumbing, he wanted to charge a little bit of extra, so I've included that. And here I've also included some quote modifiers. So all these changes, all the overall pricing will be reflected in the final estimate, which is given below. This looks good overall, but I'm gonna show you how you can make edits in the tool if you wanted. So I'm just gonna say this is great so far, but I need to add another permit modifier in the permit modifier section, which is an additional charge of $75 for initial consultation. So I'm just gonna type it out in the chat box. Now I'm gonna click enter. Canvas has started working, so let's see if it successfully makes the required edit. Canvas has stopped working now, so let me just scroll down and see. Okay, yeah, it has made the required edit, so it has added the initial consultation fee. Now let's check if the tool is actually working. So I'm gonna start with giving it a random name and a random address. Okay, so I'm just gonna choose a type of job, and I'm gonna select the number of hours. So I'm changing the job here, and I'm selecting the number of hours here, and it's going to be the standard fee. And for material cost, I'm just going to add some random number, like say $140. Okay, that would do. And as you can see, yeah, the price is changing based on the type of contract we are choosing. And I'm gonna also add some quote modifiers, and yeah, the overall pricing is reflected here in the final estimate. So I just tried downloading it, but it's not working for some reason. So I'm just gonna have to ask Canvas to fix that issue for now. And so I'm trying it again right now. I'm just saying, can you provide an option to download this estimate as a PDF? So it's gonna make some changes to the code, and it's gonna install a download PDF button. So let's see how that works. Okay, Canvas is finished. So yeah, there is a download PDF button right now. So all we have to do is just refill the estimate, and we have to try downloading it now. So I filled up the estimate, and now let's try downloading this as a PDF. So I click download PDF, and yeah, I'm able to download the PDF now. I have now downloaded the estimate, so let's check. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So this is all I wanted. So a tool that creates PDFs of the price codes that contractors can send to their customers, and it has all the details that we entered here. So yeah, okay, this is the output I was looking for. So if you are a plumber, you can just create a code like this, and you can send it to your customers in a much more professional way, rather than just sending them handwritten notes of your codes. So that's how you create a multi-job code estimator for any contract company. So be it a plumber, be it a HVAC service professional, or let's say a stump removal company. So the tool is pretty much the same. So all you have to do is just change the details and send it to your customers. So I mostly create marketing tools for my clients. So this is one of the specific requests my client has made. So I just wanted to see how it goes, and it came out pretty well. And sent the final version already to my client. So if you want to see me create another tool, or do you have any other tool in mind you want to see it live, just mention it in the comments. I'll just try creating it using either Claude Code or Canvas or any other tools. So yeah, that's about it. That's how you create a multi-job quote estimator. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you.